So what's up guys, AFC Dino here and welcome to a new video. Today we are going to do high ladder spectates. So basically what I'm doing is we're gonna spectate the highest battle in a round. We're spectating. Ideally we spectate a top 100 game. We look at the top 100 guys, and 776 is the threshold. So if we find a game above this rating, then we know it's going to be a top 100 game, which are definitely, definitely better to watch those, because you might be facing these guys as well. Might be good to see what they're playing and what the meta is, because these people are kind of defining the meta, right? Playing what's good, especially on the statistics. And yeah guys, always interesting to see other players tackle certain situations. You're gonna see different views. Yeah, that's what we're going to do, guys. Yeah, hope you guys will enjoy this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys, as I am on my way to 6K. Really close. Hope to hit it before the end of the month. And yeah, guys, I'm going to pause the video and we're gonna look for the next battle. Hey guys, we actually found a game. I'm gonna spectate this one, even though it's not really a high rank game. Sweet for you, rank 2. So it might be interesting to see what he's playing, and why he's so successful with this team. That's what we're going to do for this one. He leads up with the Mienshao, and we see a Quagsire lead, so it's gonna be a Quagsire is pretty strange though. I think Gastrodon makes way more sense on this team. Instead of if he wants to go for the water ground type. We see Mienshao throwing off a Toxic. Is that a Rocky Helmet Mienshao? I can definitely see that though. But Toxic, so he's not Assault Vest, which is interesting. So he throws off the Toxic, he goes for the U-turn. Gets a crit there, so that's a physical defensive Quagsire. We see Empoleon coming in. And yeah, sweet for you dodging the Toxic there with the Empoleon. Yeah. I wonder if Quagsire has Earthquake. Maybe this is Water Absorb. I don't... Well, technically Togekiss could have Heal Bell to remove the poison. We'll see. Malaria goes straight into the Gyarados, my guy. So, if he makes an aggressive play like that, not fearing a Scald Burn or anything, which is something Sweet for you could have done as well, pressuring the Quagsire from setting up hazards. But he prioritized Defog or hazard control, so that's pretty decent. We see a Dragon Dance coming up, and he swapped into the Mienshao. So I do think that this might be a defensive Mienshao. If he switches it in like this, 68, that did nothing, bro. It is the Rocky Helmet. Goes for the Toxic. And now, well, if Gyarados goes for the Power Whip here, that can be an interesting play. Let's see how Sweet for you is gonna play this. I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to let Mienshao die. Maybe he goes into Empoleon here. Yep. We're seeing a Power Whip here. He does go for the Power Whip, but that only does 45. Which means that this might be a defensive Empoleon as well. Well, Empoleon's defense is not that bad, but he goes for another Power Whip, gets 52. And we see Roost coming off. Wait for you stalling out this Gyarados. And yeah, now we just have to wonder if Gyarados or if Togekiss has Heal Bell, which can definitely be the case. But we already saw a few interesting things there from the rank 2 player at the moment. So we're gonna see a swap out here. Goes into Togekiss, so maybe the Heal Bell is coming off. I gotta say that Togekiss looks pretty scary though for Sweet for you. If he starts Calm Minding up here. If this is speed Togekiss, if his Memo Swine is faster, then it's completely fine. We do see a hard swap into the Memo. Goes for the Trick, so might not be Heal Bell. Tricking the Memo Swine. Interesting. Actually, he gets Never Mentalize. The stupid thing with this string is I don't get to see what the item he tricked on, but it's probably Choice Scarf. We see Stealth Rock. So Memo Swine is going to swap out there. It's Defog, Empoleon, Stealth Rock, Memo. And most likely we're going to see either Suicune or Empoleon coming in here. They don't mind taking a Scald Burn. Probably Suicune if it's rest. Light Score. The name is Glasgow, but it is a Hydreigon. I guess that can be fine too. He does take a Scald Burn on this. And yeah, we see Dragon Pulse coming off the Hydreigon into an Ice Beam 52. Not taking that much. Is this Roost Hydreigon as well? That can be interesting. But he got a lot of damage off on the Hydreigon. We see Dragonite coming in on Dragonite. He's really messing us up with the names, bro. We see Suicune coming in. I was gonna say, why the hell would you bring in Dragonite in that situation? Yeah, Suicune coming in. This guy with the nicknames. A Dragon is low. A Dragon is low. There is still a Wingon for Acheon in the Dragonite, but we see Substitute on the Suicune, and this might be over now, unless something has Heal Bell. Because the problem here for Acheon is that if this is Sub Protect, which I think it is Sub Protect. He already has the ice coverage on the Memo. Empoleon could have Ice Beam. Okay, it's just Sub Ice Beam, I guess. So we're gonna see Seismic Toes coming up, which should not be enough to break the sub. That's probably Sub Ice Beam. If it was Sub Protect, that would be fine too. But I think Sweet For You is completely in control here. Because the Chansey is also burnt, and yeah, this Suicune is gonna keep setting up like this. It's gonna sub again. See a Wish coming off. Wish Seismic Toes is actually better for this Chansey. Just for the fact that he can heal and attack on the same turn. But I think Suicune should be able to 1v1 this. Because the chance is gonna run out of Seismic Toes before long, so Acheon decides to forfeit, and that is the first game. So we saw a couple of things. Never Mental Ice Stealth Rock, a Memo. It was a Defog Empoleon. A defensive Rocky Helmet Mienshao there. So a few interesting things the rank 2 was running. And yeah, there's nothing interesting going on right now. Synthesis C, 27 minutes in. Why am I not surprised? What stall team is this guy playing? Oh, he's playing that same stall team with the Charizard. And he's playing into stall. Yeah, this one might take a while. This one might take a while. Unless, because Ridiculous can win here, because Sableye probably Encore, but he only has limited amount of Encores, and nothing on. That's the problem with Synthesis team. The moment the Charizard dies, he doesn't have any damage. So if you play balanced into him, you just have to kill Charizard, and then you're just gonna sit there because he doesn't have any damage. Because this Poliwrath, if you're running a Zapdos, never gets to play. Stored power, okay. But I'm not gonna watch this, of course. But just wanted to see if he was still playing that same team, or if he was playing a different team. I'm gonna pause the video, guys. We're gonna look for a better battle. Be right back. Okay, guys, I think I got a battle here. Sweet For You again, 860 plus. What rank is he even then? Rank 2 versus rank 6. That should be interesting. So we already saw a bit of Sweet For You's team. And looking at the opponent's team, it's looking like Sweet For You is playing into stall. Playing balanced into stall. So we'll just have to see. Volcarona can definitely be a scary one depending on the Empoleon set. Because Empoleon might not have Toxic. He might not have Toxic. Let's just have to see how this one. This might be a pretty long game though. This might be a pretty long game. But we'll have. There are definitely tools on Sweet Video's team to break through. Who are against C's team? We see a Mienshao lead into a Volcarona. Mienshao might just throw off a Toxic here. Because if it's max HP, it shouldn't die to Volcarona unless Volcarona specs here. But obviously, Hurang Gensi cannot know if this is Assault Vest, so he's gonna stay in. We see a Toxic, so this already reveals that the Mienshao isn't Assault Vest against Hurang Gensi. But it is Toxic Taunt. He can't technically just stay in against the Skarmory because Mienshao is physical defensive, so he doesn't die to Brave Bird. He can obviously not just... It is Drain Punch. Okay. So he's just chipping the Skarmory. We see a counter coming off the Skarmory. But yeah, he's chipping down Skarm, and this is a pretty free U-turn. Just this... I think U-turning here is better, just in case of a swap here. We see Volcarona. Maybe he gets the Flame Body, though. Oh, the Toxic! Was he outside of Brave Bird range? Was he actually outside of Brave Bird range? He avoided a Flame Body burn, so that's pretty good. And he got the poison on Volcarona. So we see Dragonite coming in. I think this is a defensive Dragonite as well. That's a really bulky Dragonite. We see U-turn on the Volcarona. Pretty interesting. Empoleon comes in here. Leftovers probably, yes. But this might be a bulky because that U-turn did absolutely zero. I know it's multi-skill NL. See Empoleon coming in. Going for the Scald. Empoleon being burned doesn't matter too much. I don't know if Urangensi wants to trap this with the Duck Trio. He could technically do it, but the issue is the Scald burn, of course. But if Duck Trio is at 1 HP, Reversal will kill the Empoleon. But it's gonna be really tough for the Volcarona to sweep now that it's poisoned. We see Zapdos coming in on the Scald. And yeah, what's gonna happen here? Is he gonna go directly into the Mamoswine? He does. On the Toxic, these guys trying to make plays, getting the Mamoswine poisoned and all. I gotta say, Mamoswine is still looking really scary because the thing is, Skarmory is at 63. Like, I think Huragensi needs to outplay unless he wants to bring in Chansey, which can definitely be possible, but he has no information on the Mamoswine. For all Huragensi knows, this Mamoswine can be choice banded. Because he hasn't seen Empoleon use Defog yet. So, all he knows, Empoleon could be the Stealth Rocker. So, he either thinks that he might need to outplay this, because if Skarmory comes in on the Ice-type attack, he might get to it KO'd. So, it either goes into Empoleon here, trying to soak up the Ice-type attack, and then maybe switches into Skarm, or he just goes into Chansey. Okay, he does go for the Empoleon play. We see Crash coming off. And from that damage, he should know that that is not banded. Are we seeing a swap here? We see an Empoleon switch here. And he goes for... Oh, that might actually be Sugar Berry Empoleon. Because we don't see leftovers on Empoleon here. So that might be Sugar Berry. So, I assume Empoleon is gonna roost there. Or Stealth Rock, one of the two. Actually, Scalds. So, they are both trying to get the burn on each other, which is happening here. Empoleon is such a rough month for both players to kill. It would be crazy if Uragensi goes for the double into Dougie. He doesn't do it though. See a Roost coming off on both sides. I just don't know how badly Uragensi wants to remove this Empoleon. We see a swap out there, goes into Chansey. So, sweet for you, Empoleon doesn't have Stealth Rock. Obviously, Uragensi doesn't know it yet. So that's how he's going to play off this. But Empoleon cannot stay in here, because if Chansey teleports and Empoleon stays, and he's going to get trapped there. So he's going to look to swap maybe into Mienshao here. Yep. And we do see a teleport coming off. Knowing that this is physically defensive. He decides to go into Volcarona now. Knowing that this Mienshao is not Assault Vest. And Mienshao swapping out, because that might be a Specs Volcarona. Seeing U-turn on the guy. Yep, that's Specs, but... And that is definitely a defensive or a bulky Dragonite at the very least. Taking absolutely 0. He does break the multi-skill, but now Volcarona is forced to swap out here. I think that might be Specs Volk. Could be Scarf as well, but I think it's Specs. Can't see coming in on this. And we see a double here. Goes back into the Shao. And we know it's Taunt, Toxic, Drain Punch, U-turn. Which doesn't touch the Gliscor at all. And we see a teleport probably coming off the Chansey here. Who actually wishes? What can he wish to? Wish Protect. Gonna see a swap out here into the Volk again. On the Taunt, okay. And maybe we're gonna see a U-turn coming off here. Anticipating the Dragonite. Well, maybe as a Hidden Power Ice or something, you never know. You don't know the full moveset on Dragonite. On the Volcarona. Hidden Power Ice coming off! And that should be a dead Dragonite, because that's definitely Specs Volk. Yeah, that's why Volcarona is such a scary Pokemon. Such a scary one. It can run so many sets. It's crazy. And with Dragonite being gone, obviously there's still Suicune. But yeah, Volcarona being locked into Hidden Power Ice, and there's nothing Sweet for You can really utilize. Nothing you can really utilize taking advantage of this, because Uragensi has switch-ins, but we're gonna see the Suicune setting up here, which could technically still beat the guy, but we don't know the Zapdos set. So we're gonna see Mamoswine coming in again on the Toxic. Well, we did know he had Toxic. And if Zapdos is faster than the Suicune as well, that means that the moment Suicune gets poisoned, he's basically dead. Because Empoleon is then gonna sit there. We're gonna see a Skarmory swap here on Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock makes a lot of sense there, of course. But now he has revealed that Mamoswine has Stealth Rock. Mamoswine did take damage for it. And maybe makes the most sense for Skarmory to go for Roost. And Uragensi trying to fish. That defog is really interesting, by the way. Like, why didn't he just Roost? Because now he has Skarmory really low. You see another Icicle Crash coming off. Okay. I guess Mamoswine is practically gone here. The Mamoswine can still throw off an Ice Shard. However, that puts Duxtra at 1 HP, which is good for a reversal against the Empoleon. So we're gonna... Maybe he's gonna use Sucker Punch on... You never know, maybe he's gonna use Sucker Punch there. Mamoswine didn't go for Ice Shard, so Duxtra is still full. Maybe he was anticipating the Sucker Punch and wanted to go for Stealth Rock. But now we see Mienshao coming in, most likely U-turn coming off. See a swap out here into Volcarona again. Yeah, Volcarona still doesn't get to attack for free because he has to lock himself into attack, meaning he has to predict. But Uragensi is making progress. However, the moment Volcarona dies, there's just no kill pressure from Uragensi's team. Because he's just lacking the damage. Well, I guess Zapdos technically could have some kill pressure. But I feel like Hydreigon can kind of win on his own. It's because of the taunt set. Because I think that might be Roost, Taunt, Hydreigon. Obviously, Mienshao putting in the pressure here as well. You might just Drain Punch here to get free chip on the Chansey. We see another Wish coming off, which is fine. You can just Drain Punch again, or a few things. You can Drain Punch again to keep Chansey low. Like take a Wish Protect. We see a Volcarona. Yeah, it does Drain Punch again, but Volcarona gets the burn on the Mienshao. There was no real way of stopping this Volcarona from getting healed at that point. And now Volcarona can be... He can fish right here. He's U-turning actually. He could have killed this Mienshao, but he's U-turning. And what is he bringing in? Empoleon. Empoleon is an easier switch in now because of the burn. But I think Suicune coming in, yeah, and now using Substitute, he could win. He could win because we're running into a Specs Volk, right? So subbing here, and then Calm Mining, especially if this is Volt Switch Zapdos, and this becomes really it's Thunderbolt, okay? So he has to stall out a few Thunderbolts. Zapdos also faster. Zapdos also faster. So he's just gonna click Toxic at this point, I think. Well, he could technically Thunderbolt as well, but I think Toxic makes more sense. Well, he actually stays in. And Roosts. Was he fearing Ice Beam that much? That did a lot, actually. Oh, that was a crit, I was gonna say. But... oh, he missed Toxic! It's over! It's over! Because had he actually hit the Toxic, though, Volcarona could have won. Volcarona could have won. Because there is no rest on this Chansey. There's no rest on this Suicune, guys. There's no rest on the Suicune. But that's why I thought he should have just Toxic on the first one, because I think Zapdos could have lived the Ice Beam from the Suicune. I think he could have lived from that amount of HP. Unless, because I'm pretty sure the Suicune is not running special attack on the Suicune. So if he just went for the Toxic first, instead of roosting, because he had the HP to live, Toxicing there and then start roosting, because by roosting he basically gave, well, because here's the thing, if he starts roosting, the Suicune is already at +1. You either give him a +2, because you already saw the Thunderbolt, right? You either give him a free +2, because at +3 he might not be able to break the sub anymore. But that was huge, the Toxic miss. Is there another interesting game? Inthis C playing again. We don't have to watch Inthis C. This is turn 4. Next round is not starting for a while. I think, guys, we should just end it off on that battle. There's nothing interesting there. So we saw Sweet For You playing 2 times. Got a feel for his team. Team worked for him there. Bit of a semi-stallish team. Balanced semi-stallish. But yeah, definitely it worked out for him. And yeah, pretty interesting. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm on my way to 6K subscribers, guys. If you are interested in the PvP teams I use in my videos, you can also check out my Patreon. And join our Discord server as well if you'd like to discuss this game. But that's gonna be it for me, guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.